Hello, 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 and welcome to Dear Dana. Hi, Shelly Marie. Hello, Paranormal Witch, Willow. I hope you all are having a wonderful Wednesday. I want to send my prayers out to all of those in Louisiana and so forth that were in the eye of the hurricane. Yes, let's continue to send our prayers out, and whatever we can do for them once this calms down, let's please do. And also in Afghanistan and Haiti, let's keep the prayers rolling. The storm has been rough on all. Hello, Angela. How are you, dear one? Yeah, people are going to come rolling in. I love and appreciate all of you. Yeah, I did the topic on healing again. Are we making ourselves sick? Are you making yourself sick? And I don't mean with the pandemic kind of stuff. No. Are you making yourself sick? And do you have special healing abilities? Things to ponder. Hello, Levon. I'm happy to see you here. And let me preface, again, no hate zone, and any rumors you heard about Levon are untrue. Let me preface with that. Anybody that comes in here. If we're making ourselves sick, I don't mean in the typical ways. I was diving down deep. I knew this anyway. But we're not just making ourselves sick with what we're getting exposed to. No siree, no ma'am. It goes far deeper than that. And with that being said, we also have more control than we might think. It's very true. But again, welcome to Dear Dana. Please like and subscribe. And let me drop that intro before we go further. We've got interesting information to ponder. And if you know anybody that needs a little healing energy, you might want to give them a buzz, because I'm probably going to do a couple of healings in here. Can't offer promises, but we can see what we can do to give people relief where they need it. Because we are capable of more than we think. Let me drop that intro right about now. Now, we know how important Western medicine is, right? Some of us have not delved that far into Eastern medicine. But a lot of Western and Eastern medicine, alternative medicine, need to go, let me make sure I didn't mute myself, hand in hand. They truly do. We as adults, as humans, we really need to advocate for ourselves in all ways. Once upon a time, doctors would make house calls. Not in my lifetime. I'm sure not in any of your lifetimes. But once upon a time, doctors would make house calls. And they might specialize in a range of things. They'd go to school to study just about everything. So they would know how to help families. You would have family practitioners that would know about a lot of things. So if they saw your family and, hello, vintage optimism, and Joe had this wrong, or Mary had this wrong, they could help a person out, right? They could help a person out. So, that being said, now if you go to a doctor, each doctor specializes in a certain thing. So, if you go to, let's say, an endocrinologist, and you want him to look at your finger because you've got a funny looking rash on it or something, odds are they're going to tell you to go to another kind of doctor because that's not what they specialize in. Right? Odds are for something as little as rash. How many of you have encountered that? Hello, Adam Harris. So nice to see you in here, and Monica Hall. And Vintage. We've got Paranormal, which I know is Willow. I like her name better. Monica and Vintage and Lavon, Shelly, everybody. How many of you have been to one doctor and you ask them about something else and they were like, and it's simple. Oh, I don't, you have to go see your GP or you have to go see this doctor because I don't specialize in that. And you're thinking, dang, I just spent $150 or that's what I use my insurance for. And you want me to go pay another doctor to go see for something simple like this? Come on now. Paranormal said, yeah, it happened to me yesterday. So it's become so specialized. We're paying left and right to go to see specific doctors. More money. And don't get me wrong, for emergencies. If you have to have a surgery, if your leg gets chopped off, I am so very thankful for doctors and surgeons, etc. But for your basic, everyday illnesses and stuff, and for things we get sick with, for chronic illnesses, etc. Hey, C. Cruz, we can do better. Angela says, let me pull it up. Ooh. I would give anything to move my right hand. My son came in a while ago, and I wanted a ponytail and told him I couldn't do, and we watched a YouTube video. I wanted a ponytail and told him I couldn't do, and we watched a YouTube video. I'm sorry, Angela. Hello, everyone. Hello. So we will try some healing with you in a little bit, Angela. See if we can't get some more movement. I did recommend some MCT oil, which can be very helpful. Taken on a consistent basis. I did my research with that. Angela, so you might want to try it. Paranormal says, yesterday my son didn't feel good because of his eyes. Went to the doctor. They told me they don't accept walk-in patients. I was so mad. Yeah. And if you go to the little urgent care clinics and stuff, woo, honey. So that being said, we often bring on our own illness for many reasons. Now, we know when we eat crappy. We know when we eat crappy. We put crap in our body, so it doesn't function well, right? If we have a vehicle and we don't put the right stuff in our car, or we don't put oil in it and the oil goes dry, or we put real cheap oil that goes thick, or we let it run out of gas, or we don't take care of the motor, we know what's going to happen. So we try to stay on top of that because we don't want a blown out motor, right? We don't want to have to replace the brakes. The parts are expensive. But with our bodies, we play Russian roulette. because the crap food is good, or it tastes good to most of us. We know what is healthy. We know. A lot of times, a lot of us don't want to eat what's healthy. Unfortunately, sometimes a lot of the healthier stuff is expensive. Adam Harris says, I had a scary situation last month. I was in the emergency room, hunched over in severe pain. It was triggered by an autoimmune condition, and so 80% of my organs were inflamed. Not good or fun. Do they know what caused that trigger, Adam? Because with your autoimmune condition, for it to become inflamed, a lot of times it can be a certain food you ate. Sometimes that much inflammation can be triggered by stress, food, environment, different situations. Just like my stuff can be triggered. Do they ever find out? I am so sorry you went through that. It is scary. Very scary. But here's the thing. Some things are triggered. We get autoimmune or some of those things can be triggered by environment. Toxins in the air, things in the water, etc. Some of it is by food. Stress, whether we take care of ourselves, get enough sleep, right? The stress in our jobs. Just different things going on. So much of it is nutrition. So much of it is nutrition. Hello, Kai Bear from Sydney. So nice to see you. There have been some studies, and I did some research, and one lady was at stage 4. I think she had colon cancer. Typically, I believe it was colon cancer. Typically, you don't return from that level of. And there's no guarantee in any level of disease state. Air, food, water, yeah, everything. But did you know also your way of thinking, and just being in the world can cause a disease state? It's true. Your way of thinking and being in the world can cause a disease state. Let me give you an example. It's almost been 4 years since Noah left the earth. I became part of some support groups on Facebook then. There is one woman, won't say her name, and consistently she'd lost her child before me. And consistently she was sick. Oh, kiss those babies for me. She was consistently sick, and she would always put up pictures such as going to the gravestone and hugging the gravestone in tears, right? And she had lost her child way before me. She would put up real close-up pictures of her in complete tears, often, almost daily, and say, pray for me, I'm sick again today, and list everything she was feeling about her being sick and missing her child. Thank you, Angela. And I would feel for her. I mean, I was in fresh grief, but I would feel for her. But this was day after day after day after day after day after day, literally, sometimes multiple times in a day. Every nuance of um, her, how she was feeling, symptoms, showing her close-ups of her tears, catching a teardrop in a jar. I mean, consistently. Now, this has rattled on for years. I kid you not. And a few days ago, I caught it's still going on. And I finally had to unfollow her. She's not getting well. She's holding on to illness as her, how do you put it? How would you put it? Illness is her identity. Illness is her calling sign. She will never, to whatever degree she is ill, she will never ever get well. And even if she wasn't as ill as she appeared, she is going, I guarantee you, she is progressively going to get very ill until it turns into something very tragic. Progressively. I guarantee it. I cannot be around that. I cannot be around that. It's suffocating and dark and drowning. Look, baby, we've all got our stuff. Harsh hurdles, traumatic things that we have to jump over and fight through and find our joy, right? That is heavy. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I don't want to miss anything. We definitely are sending out love and prayers to everybody in here. I love kids. Kai says, whoop, gotta pull it up. Taking a break from new Chihuahua puppy. I bet it's so cute. That we got yesterday, small but a handful. My other dog poodle, not sure what it is. I bet it's not. It's like, Mom, what did you do? What is this thing? Why is it making that noise? Thank you, Adam. Time out on the phone. Yes, please, I forget. Like, share, subscribe. I think we hit a little over 300. I'm always leery to say that because it can go woo, ooh, 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 ooh. You know, seesaw up and down. But we're turtling up. We are turtling up slowly but surely. I want to tell you all, I was invited to, that's why I stopped going to grief group for those who lost their moms. I was reliving my grief every day. Honey, I'm so sorry. If you can find the right ones, when I found the ones helping mothers heal online, because I was having, and I still do on occasion, real life where we were all recognizing that Noah was giving us signs, making toys go off, dimming the light up and down, where we could ask him literal questions, connecting with us. When we found out parents upon parents upon parents were having the same experiences because they were in grief, but they were open enough and connected enough that they were having literal experiences the same as us, where they could film it or take photos and share it, and we could be there. Not in this wallowing in all the harshness of it and reliving it over and over and over and over again, because you will never grow through the grief. You will never grow through it. You will linger in it and wallow in it to the day you go over. When I got there, that was the right place for me. So you have to find the right fit, the right kind of support. There are those that are the right support that are healing. Everyone is not like that. Was awful, awful, awful. There were some really bad ones. But this one group that I had been in, it's a huge, I don't know what you call, anyway, it's a foundation group. They contacted me to do a guided meditation. I do a special spiritual kind. It's not almost on the cusp of hypnosis, but it's not. And it helps them to feel more connected to the child they lost. And after I did it last night, I did healing work. Let me tell you, it was something. And they really were able to feel it, and me too. And I went through, and again, I'm only a conduit, a vessel. I can't promise anything. It moves through me, not of me. I'm believing the higher power moves through. I'm not a Bible thumper, but of course, due to the near-death experience, I know there's a God, and it moves through me, not of me. Angels and all through me, not of me. Anyway, it was a really magnificent experience on both ends. But I went through 12 ladies, and we recorded it, but it's private. But it was quite amazing. And you have to be willing from the inside out. You have to be willing to heal. There's some people that are not willing to heal. They hold on to the illness. That's how they identify. They don't believe, they don't care, they want it, they hold on to the illness. Does that make sense? It has become a part of them. Angel says we find dimes, yes. And you can ask for signs. From those that have crossed over, you can ask for signs. And when you feel like they're communicating and you feel it in your gut and in the recesses of your body, know that they are communicating with you. Don't question yourself. I mean, right after my dad passed, when we finally had his celebration of life, I took my mom in a grocery store. Okay? The minute I walked in the grocery store and started walking through, 2 songs that they would not typically pipe through that thing, what was one of them? I can see the guy. He was in the 80s. Had blonde hair. I can't think of his name. Made me think of heaven. He had a raspy voice from the 80s. Short blonde hair. Played a guitar when he sang. I think he had blue eyes, blonde hair. Anyway, he was singing a song about heaven, and then another song, a rock song about heaven. Tears in Heaven came on right after that. Back to back, 2 songs about heaven, like within 5 minutes after I walked in, piped through the music in the Walmart grocery store. And I knew that was a sign from my dad. Have never heard them since. Never heard them since. So, I mean, it's things like that, and you feel it in your body. You get goosebumps, or you just feel it in your body. Don't take that for granted. Trust it. Feed the disease. I missed that message. I got to scroll up. I'm so used to seeing you type, and no, that's not me. Doot, 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 doot. I've seen people focus on that kind of negativity. 100% are people that are sort of a hypochondriac. Eric Clapton was the first one because I played that song at my friend had a band and he came by himself and played that song out near the lake at the Olympic Stadium where they did back in 20 years ago where they did the Olympic Park where they did the rowing things for the Olympics 20 years ago. We had the Olympic Park thing down here. That's where I had Noah's Celebration of Life outside, and we had live songs playing that I picked for his Celebration of Life. Anyway, Robbie has a band. He sang that song, and I had 2 more songs picked that people sang for Noah's Celebration of Life. But anyway, God, I wish I could remember the other person. I can see the guy, but I can't remember his name. In heaven. No, that's not. No, not John Denver. This guy had songs out even early 2000. Anywho, see what Angela's saying. I healed from stage 3 tongue cancer and I lived a hemorrhagic stroke and brain bleed, which I had to have brain surgery and I'm healing. Excellent. And part of it is, Angela, you've been through all of this tough stuff, but at your core, you have so much light and you're funny, and the sense of who you are beyond that makes one heck of a difference. You know what I'm saying. I mean, you could have, it has to be a connection of, hello, LMS, body, mind, spirit. Makes a huge difference. Look, the people that have healed beyond what the doctors say had some key components. They had some key components in common. And I've taken notes because I research and take notes a lot of times when the shows are more complicated. The 2 most common had to do with food, okay? But we'll get to that. They radically changed their diet. They decided to take control of their health. They followed their intuition. You know how I'm always telling you to follow your gut? To follow that gut instinct? That's the part of you connected to your higher self or your creator or your angels. Follow your gut. Don't get so caught up in your mind because you question yourself or your heart. Follow your gut. That they investigating using herbs and supplements. They did their research with that. Releasing, you know, I've talked to you before about looking into your shadow side and releasing suppressed emotions. Remember that? And how, on occasion, I remind you about releasing suppressed emotions. How important do you think, now that I'm saying it again, how important do you think releasing suppressed emotions is? You shared me on Twitter and Facebook, Kai? Thank you. Are you talking to me or somebody else? I just catch pieces and parts. Thank you so much. That's very sweet. Thank you. Um, just don't tag me where it's on my Facebook because I don't want some of my people in here. Just don't tag me. But I greatly appreciate it more than you know. I just don't want it on my Facebook. Brian Adams, that's it. Yes, 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 Monica. Now it won't drive me crazy all night. That's who it is. Brian Adams. Thank you, Kind Bear. Like I said, I just don't want it on my private Facebook because there's some relatives I don't want in here. But I greatly, greatly appreciate it. But back to what I was saying. You know how I keep reminding you suppressed emotions can get you in trouble. When you suppress those emotions, when you don't pull them out of your shadow self, they will legit make you sick. Pull them out. Pull the suppressed emotions out. Look at them. Look at them. Admire them. Own them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Don't suppress the emotions anymore. Just say, yes, I know you're there. I'm grown now. I can deal with you. This isn't because of me. Or maybe it is because of me. I'm not going to let you hurt me anymore. Just own whatever it is. Take a look at it. Don't suppress or push it down anymore. Do your work. Do your personal work. Dig into that shadow self. Don't let the stuff be suppressed because you're only sick as your secrets. You are only as sick as your secrets. And that is real. It makes you sick. So it's about doing your work. And I'll probably end up reminding you again. And also in that shadow self is oftentimes so many of your gifts. Maybe when you were younger, you wanted to be a singer. You wanted to be a dancer. You wanted to do this or that or whatever. And someone told you, you can't do that. Or I don't think you sing well. And maybe you really could. Or I don't think you're a great artist. And you stuffed it away. And you didn't follow it anymore. And you probably should have. Pull that back out and explore it because it's good for you. If your soul or spirit wanted to sing, pull it back out and do it. If it wanted to paint, pull it back out and do it. Those things are so healthy for you, and it's a part of your soul. You're grown now. You can look back at the kid you, and say, you know what? You were a pretty good singer. Do it now. You painted pretty well. Let me do it with you now. The grown-up part of you can do it with you now. Pull that stuff back out. You should have never listened to the person that told you not to. It's healthy. So healthy. And it will make you healthier. You know what I mean? And your kids, if they're small or if they're grown, will see the best sides of you. You owning those suppressed sides of you and maybe embracing the gifts that you shoved down in those places, you are going to bless your kids and your grandkids and people around you so much by getting to enjoy a new side of you. It just opens life up so much, right? And it's going to make you healthier. And on to the next one. Embracing social support. Instead of feeling like you have to be an island. Who raised you to feel like you shouldn't reach out for help or ask for support, and that it's okay for you to help everybody else? I've been guilty of that. It's okay for you to help everybody else, but it's not okay for you to accept support. And you know, so many of you are guilty when people go, "Oh, you need some help? Can I help you? Let me do this with you." You go, "No, I got it. No, I'll do it. No, I got this. You go on." Stop it. Stop it. Because what you're doing is adding more stress to your plate. And what does stress do? What does stress do? It just amps up inflammation in your body. And inflammation amps up acidity. Acidity, inflammation, amp up disease. And you're starting that fire. Right? Don't do that. And when you don't accept someone's support, when you don't accept someone's help, when they're going, "Hey, let me help you. Let's do this together," you're sort of hurting them. You're sort of hurting their heart. Because they're wanting to offer you a gift. They're wanting to do for you, just like all the times you wanted to do for somebody. There has to be spiritual exchange. Right? And I need to listen to myself. Tisa Tales. Please go check out her channel when you get a chance. Tisa Tales, my friend, said that to me today. I need to be better at accepting that kind of spiritual exchange. Because there has to be spiritual exchange. It is okay for there to be a give and take. It is okay. So do not be an island. Self-care is necessary. So releasing suppressed emotion, embracing social support, deepening your spiritual connection. And that is what, in whatever way it means to you. I created my own way. I visited when I was younger, church after church after church after church, to see what the common denominator was. Ultimately, whatever they choose to call God, the Creator, in the afterlife, is the same Creator. Different names, same Creator. God to me. So your spiritual journey is yours. However you choose to walk it is yours. Yes, single parent's hard, but you can do it. You will not be single forever. You won't be single forever. I wasn't single forever. And my son was handicapped. You won't be single forever. But however you choose to walk your spiritual journey, it's your choice. It will call to you. Look for spiritual connections and deepen your own connection. Maybe it's a church. Maybe it's a group of people that are more like-minded to you. Maybe your spiritual connection is a solitary journey. I don't know. Find your way. You have to have a strong reason for living. What is your strong reason for living? What is your why? What is your why? Right? All of these things come together. In activating your immune system, you have to have a journey of mental, emotional, and spiritual work. It's not magic, it's work. And some people don't do the work till they get very, very ill. And death comes knocking on their door, right? Or a pharmaceutical company comes knocking on your door and you're having to spin out the yin yang. We don't want to do that, right? And I saw something the other day. This guy worked as trying to remember his name. Anyway, he was this big guy that helped create medication for cancer. And they had created a drug. His name was David R. Hamilton. And they had created a drug to treat cancer. They gave a placebo to like 100 people, and they gave the drug for cancer to 100 people. Let me tell you what happened. The new drug helped put 75 people in remission for cancer. But guess what? The placebo, 75 people that took the placebo went into remission for cancer too. What does that tell you? What does that tell you, if anybody even heard me? 75 people took the new cancer drug. No, 100 people took the new cancer drug. 75 people went into remission. 100 people took the placebo thinking they were taking the cancer drug. And 75 of those went into remission. What do you think that means? What does that tell you? A 100 of them took something that was just pretty much candy. Absolutely. You have the ability to heal yourself. The lady that had the stage 4 cancer that they expected to die told her doctor she was taking some turmeric drug or whatever. What she ultimately did, went to a spiritual psychotherapist, much like me. She went on daily walks. She went to the spiritual psychotherapist frequently. She went to a herb store and took some supplement. She started visualizing her cancer being eaten away by a dose of her last dose of chemo. When that was over, she went into meditation and yoga and visualized it on her own being eaten away, and changed her mindset because she was in a negative mindset prior to that. She shifted her mindset and changed what she visualized, her diet. She took 7 of those steps I told you before and shifted all of those things and got in a state of body, mind, spirit. Those were the things she changed and controlled. Pretty much all those aspects of her life, but she decided she had to control it. And for the most part, it was she that took control. And for all practical purposes, between the divine and therapy and her diet and her mindset healed herself. Healed herself. But so many people don't feel like they can. She went the spiritual way. Where is Steve M? What am I missing? I've thrown the link down in case anybody, it is self-belief. In case anybody wants to come up, if you have any questions. Also, I want to tell you a little bit about, who knows about emotional freedom therapy, tapping. It's a form of healing. It's called tapping. And then we'll go on to life healing. If anybody has, Angela might want to do it, Levon might want to do it. But tapping, emotional freedom therapy, let's say you have anxiety, right? You might have anxiety, and I might tell you to breathe. Take a deep breath and tell you, is your breathing tight or is it full? On a scale of 1 to 10. This might be good for Levon, but and you might tell me the number, and you would take your fingers and tap against your hand, and I would tell you to repeat what I say, and then do it again, and repeat what I say, and then you would go to between the eyebrows, because you're going to meridian points. And then you would go to the sides of the eyes, under here. Make sure I don't miss anything. Under the nose, under the chin, under the collarbone, under the arm, top of the head. Then you start over and you repeat, and we do this transition about 3 times. By the time you get through, the level of anxiety and stuff would lower. You can do it for various things, and it has been proven to reduce and alter certain states. It looks crazy, but it works. Who has heard of tapping? EFT, emotional freedom therapy. It's often used in the office in psychotherapy. I guess it looks funny to you, huh? No, everybody's like, I don't want to do that. And nobody's coming up. Hello, Miss B. Lovely. Luan's going, wow. How does it look to you? And see, my normal healing energy stuff looks a little crazy too, I'm sure. Who has questions? Who wants healing work? Okay, since everybody's not that curious about emotional freedom therapy, it is legit practice. We can either do that, or I can do straight on energy healing and blast you. Thank you, B. You've heard of noticing your senses? Come on up, Levon. Everybody, let me know in the chat how many of you are in pain, distress, or would like to get some healing energy done today. Let me know in the chat. I won't bite you. My chat is slow as molasses. Surprise. Okay. We will start with Mr. Levon, and then we will go to Miss B. And Vintage wants it too. Okay, Levon, come on up. We'll start with you. We'll do it individually. I think it tends to work better. Come on up, Levon. Did I drop the link? Calling Levon Kittens. Come on up, bud. Hello, Feel the Love. Is it working? Oh gosh, I'm not feeling. Levon, come on. You're always pretty. If you want to feel better, come on up. Da 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 da. B is up. Hello, my B.
Hi, Dana.
How are you?
Do I say Dana or do I say Dana?
It's Dana.
Dana. Hi, Dana. It's lovely to finally speak to you.
It is fine. I love your voice.
Oh, thank you. I love your face. you're very, it's lovely to see you as well as speak to you in the chat.
Oh, every time I see you, T says, it's great.
Oh. I'm excited I've caught your live, actually. It's 1 a.m. over here. I'm glad that I've stayed up to catch you.
Oh, thank you. I can always sense you in Tisa. I know that I know that doesn't make sense, but I can. It is a comfort.
Oh, that's so lovely. That is so lovely. Thank you.
You're just such a sweet soul.
You're about to make me cry, Dana. About to make me cry. Thank you.
Well, I say what I mean, but it is. I feel happy to be connected to you.
Oh. They say it's about reflections, isn't it? I was very drawn to you because I've seen you on Kempire's chats as well.
Oh, thank you. And I think Tisa's like, why did she say hello to everyone? Well, I like to make people feel, people like to feel seen.
Yeah.
So, and not just hanging out in a chat waiting.
Exactly. And it's very welcoming. It's a nice it's warm. It's a family atmosphere. It's really nice. I enjoy that.
Yeah. So, Mr. Levon.
Hi.
Hey, sweetie.
Hello, dear Dana. Thanks for having me. Hi, Bay, Miss Tinkerbell.
It's B.
Hi, Levon.
Oh, sorry.
I'll take Bay as well. It's fine.
So, I'm not used to doing it to avatars.
Oh, sorry.
But I will try and see if it is as effective. What do you need it for specifically so I can focus on it, B?
I think just general. I'm quite restless at the moment. I can't put my finger on it. I'm quite restless. Explains why I'm up at 1:15. So something just to help still the spirit, if that makes sense. Just some stillness and some calmness would be lovely to have.
Is it more of like an emotional kind of thing?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's good. It's fitting because Levon's is sort of the same. So this will work out just fine since it's sort of the same.
Perfect.
So what I'm going to ask you both to do is, and please understand, I'm just a conduit. I make no promises. I'm just a vessel. It does not come from me. It comes through me. So I'm going to ask you both just to imagine a big star above your head. I want you to take a very deep breath to the count of 4. Hold it to 4. Slowly blow out through your mouth. Good. Inhale deeply to the count of 4. Imagine that star growing brighter and allowing the light to pour through your body. Inhale deeply. Hold it, letting the light flow through your body. Slowly blow out to the count of 4, blowing out all toxins, all that does not belong. Good job. As you inhale deeply, allowing that star to allow light to flow through your body like a river, moving all the way to your fingers and toes. Hold it, blowing out to the count of 4. Excellent. Continue your breaths, allowing that light to flow through your body. Good job. Continuing your breaths, the light is moving through your body, scooping up all toxins, negativity, all that does not belong. As you blow out, it removes. Good job. Okay, I just need you to put your hands toward me, and in your soul and spirit, accept the healing that you shall receive from me. Just accept the healing. Accept the healing. Continue to breathe. I know Shoeless One is probably sending to you. All in the chat are welcome to assist. Sending love and light. Accepting the healing. To be Levon. Allowing that light to move through you. The light of angels, of the creator of all there is, the light of all positivity, the light of all of the universe. Joining with your own healing. Allowing the light to grow stronger. Do your breath work. Inhale deeply to 4. Hold it. Exhale. Be feeling the release of anxiety. Be allowing the light to move through you. For you are a light worker. Be you always do for others. Levon, be ready to breathe and accept a blast of light. You are also a light worker. Blasting out all darkness or negativity that has been thrown at you.
Hmm.
Accept all light. You are protected. Whoa.
Hmm.
Both deep breaths. The light is ever flowing around you, both strongly. So many angels. Angelic hues around you be well protected, both of you. Excellent. And it's done. How are you both feeling?
Oh, I feel really light. I
Good.
feel really light. That was lovely.
That was lovely. I felt like something was lifted off of me. I don't know what, but I felt like something. My shoulders got lighter. Thank you.
Good, as you both should. B, you've got angelic energy around you, period.
Oh, somebody said that before, but as you were speaking, I could feel the heat coming in from the tips of my fingers and my hands. Oh, yeah, that was phenomenal. I could feel something around me, definitely.
Yeah. And Levon, there, you've got tons of animals, and you definitely have angels, but you do have one of protection strongly now.
Thank you. I hope so. I feel it now.
And I cleared out a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
Thank you. I do feel lighter. I really do. I feel like something was lifted off me that I've been carrying for a few days.
You're most welcome.
Oh, dear Dana, that was wonderful. That was so cleansing. It definitely was so cleansing.
Sending you both so much love.
Oh, thank you.
You are welcome. I'm going to drop you back down to see who's next, okay?
Okay, okay. Thanks, Dana. I'll be in the chat. Thank you.
You're
No
welcome.
problem.
Bye bye. Okay, who is next? You'll have to help me. Who is next? Can somebody help me? Paranormal, can somebody help me? I'll drop the link. And Sheila's one, if you want to come up and help me, you can. But who wants to help me? Who wants to come up? You are welcome, Levon. Oh, good, Cece Cruz. Thank you, B. Angela, do you want to come up? No worries, Paranormal. Vintage, who wants to come up? Yeah. You'll have to update me, Levon. Sometimes it can last indefinitely. Sometimes days, sometimes indefinitely. Don't be scared. Did you get benefits off of what I did with them, or are you a little frightened? Feel the love. Good, Monica. I work with energy from within, and when I'm blowing, I'm trying to shift where the energy needs to go because we're at a great distance. When they're here, I don't have to blow. I can just do it with my hands at a distance. Kind of like this. Get me? Now nobody wants to come up. I'm sorry. I didn't want to scare anybody. Thank you, Levon. I'm not trying to scare anybody. Oh no. Did I scare somebody? Or is everybody just chill? Nobody else needs it? Now I feel all lonely up here. Nobody else needs it. Because my son was handicapped. He couldn't walk, and because he had something wrong with his vocal cords, he had his the box, his vocal box. He had difficulty speaking. He couldn't really speak. He could get some sounds. So when something was wrong in his body, he could not tell me. So, and he couldn't feel pain the first 2 years of his life, which put me in a predicament because I was a single mother. And so, if something went wrong in his body, I had to sense it in mine. And so, a lot of times, my hands would all of a sudden start tingling and heat up when something went in his body. Hey, Steve.
Hello.
I would be holding him, and if I was touching something like his stomach was upset, if my hands were there and if his stomach was upset and he didn't feel pain, my hands would heat up all of a sudden. So that I started putting two and two together and realized they would heat up on the part of his body where something was wrong. Does that make sense? So then I would know, okay, his stomach's upset, something's not right here, and then it would start happening with other people. Good night, LMS. Thank you so much for coming. Please make sure you like. Thank you. So it started registering with other people. I started testing it to see if, for instance, if I got near his teacher and my arm went up and my hand got hot, and I would go, "Is your head hurting?" And she would say yes. Then I started putting things together. So then I would say, she started, hi, Blobby, she started trusting me. So she had me work on her head or her back when there was pain. And so we just tested out the theory and it started working that I could remove her pain. And we went from there. So when my son got sick with certain things, rashes, other things, I would try it out, and his doctors would tell me, the only reason he's lived this long is because of you. And I would go, no. But anyway, sometimes between the hospital and me, he would be able to survive things he shouldn't. Anyway, it's a long story, but if it had not been for my son and my daughter, but initially my son, I would not have accepted a lot of the gifts that I was given because I didn't want to deal with it, to be honest. So, he made me a medical intuitive, he made me a healer, he made me know things I shouldn't know, that, I tried to stuff all these things away. Because in the South, people think you're from hell. Because you have gifts. Isn't that right, Steve?
Yes, correct.
But that's all over the world. I don't know.
I was just reading. There's Feel the Love wants some knee pain and back pain removed.
You're not willing to come up on chat, are you? Feel the Love? Are you or no? Bobby's like, no, I don't want to go up on that crazy white woman's chat.
Well, we can do it from here. That's fine.
Yeah, we can do it from here. Okay, Feel the Love, would you mind coming up even if you don't show your face? Meaning just show your avatar? Prefer not. Okay. Knee pain, back pain. Knee pain and back pain. Okay. Can you tell me where you live? You don't have to give me the city. Feel the Love. Yeah, I've been called that before. Paranormal. Just give me a general location of where you are. Feel the Love. State or country. Just a general location. I knew where B was. Okay, that's good. Okay, are you ready? Feel the Love. I want you to inhale deeply to the count of 4. Same thing. Hold it to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 4. Again, inhale deeply to the count of 4. Feel the love. Imagine that star over your head that will begin releasing light through your body. Hold it. Exhale all that does not belong. Good. Inhale deeply to the count of 4. Hold it. Imagine that light flowing all through your body, scooping up all negativity, toxins, energy blocks. Good job. One more time. That light is filling your body. And it's scooping up all negativity, toxins, energy blocks. Exhale. Good job. Okay, good. Imagine the light flowing all the way through you. Continue to do this breath work. I want you to put your hands toward the screen. Feel the love. I want you to be accepting of this healing work. Be accepting of this healing work and releasing the pain. Keep inhaling that light. Allow it to move through your body, scooping up all toxins, energy that does not belong. Blow it out. Good job. Your hands are up. You're accepting energy, healing energy from the Creator. I am just a vessel. It moves through me. It's not of me. I'm just a conduit. I make no promises. You just accept healing from above. Into your back and your knee. That healing energy wrapping around it. That warm energy and light moving through the pain. Like a bandage made of light. That light will move through any cell or nerve that it needs to go to in order to produce healing. So if you feel tingling, numbness, warmth, comfort, calm, be in acceptance of that healing energy that's being produced. From the Creator, angelic realm, all from your higher good. Knowing that I am just a conduit, a humbled vessel. A human GPS. And anyone in the direction of this light may benefit. To receive healing as well. And learn to be self-healing. And be open to the power of healing now. Release pain. Accept healing light. Know that warmth, tingling, and calm and love is a gift to have and behold. Accept healing now. Continue your healing breaths. You are worthy of healing and love. You are worthy of protection and love. You are worthy of calm and comfort and love. You are worthy of feeling strong and loved. You are worthy of feeling secure and loved. You are worthy of being pain-free. You are worthy of all healing, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Take all the healing energy from the Creator and the love now. Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, Saint Francis, I take you now in Jesus. In gratitude. Okay, you can open your eyes. I can feel it all over my face, my right arm, down my leg, across my back. Oh. Feel the love? Are you still here? Who is still here? Good. It wanted to go to other places within your body as well. There was more to heal than just your areas. How do you feel, Steve?
Yeah, a lot down that right-hand side.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. On my face? Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to do it where others would benefit as well, yes. Good. Good. Excellent. Good, Sea Cruise. Good. I appreciate all of you very much. Good. Good. That is the goal of this channel. Feeling better when you leave than when you come. I can see it on your face, Steve. Good. I'm going to start doing treatments in here. Thank you for your help as well, Steve.
Pleasure.
I'm going to start doing treatments in here. And I think at some point, oh, you're so welcome. At some point, I'll just do love offerings. If it's just somebody just wants to offer $1, it's fine. Just to help support the channel. You know what I mean? Because I have to pay. But yeah. Good. I'm glad it helps and it works. Good. That is my happiness and my purpose, my life's purpose, yes. But I'm very, very happy about that. Yes, thank you. Where's Vintage? Didn't she want it, or did she skip out? Hopefully everybody benefited. Oh, there she is. As long as it's positive names people call me, I don't care. I just don't want people saying, go to the you know what, the demon and all. I don't like that. Because I'm trying to help people. Did you want to come up, or have you benefited, Vintage? And see, that is the funny thing. Sometimes they are so strong, we get a rebound effect. The people that are doing the healing work. Vintage wants to come up. Come on up.
Vintage.
Come on up, girl. Come on up, girl. Say what you gotta say. Do what you gotta do.
I was going to say, I'll pop down because we're just about to start work here, and I'll let Vintage step up.
Okay. Thank you.
No problems.
I appreciate you. Okay. I threw it on down. Where is she? She says she can come up. I want to open people's eyes and let you know there are things that you have to explore and experience yourself to believe. Hello, Mama.
Oh, hi.
Did I make your hair stand up?
There, safe. Oh, yeah. I had to check the gutters around the house because it's raining pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, it was doing that here yesterday. Thunder and lightning.
I can't explain that, though. That's its own situation.
Oh. So.
What's up?
How did you like what occurred? Did you do it while we did it, or?
I actually, yes, I did. And when you did breathing exercises with Lavon, I was actually giving my mom a massage, and she benefited from it too, as well.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. She had knee surgery, so I think because she's putting more strength on her other side, today she was completely crippled, but she's kind of a doo-doo face, so she'll keep on working through the pain, and then she'll be like, ay, Dios mío. So I just massaged it out. So we were listening to you together, and she was like, wow, I feel so relaxed. So.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, because I think I've been studying some Chinese medicine, and there are certain organs that they believe hold on to negative energy, like the liver holds on to anger. So I noticed her lower back had a lot of inflammation. So when I was pushing it and we were doing the breathing exercise, I think it kind of goes hand in hand. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like I was learning something new while I was doing it, which always makes me really happy.
What you also can do is, while she's doing the breath work, you know how I talked to you about the starlight getting brighter and going into the body?
Yes.
Focus the starlight in your mind's eye, moving through your body, down your arms, through your hands. Don't touch her. Get as close. Do your hands like this. Focus the light going through your body, down your arms, through your hands, into her painful area.
I've been doing Tai Chi in the mornings, and the second rhythm of exercises at the end, it's like kinetic energy or something like that,
right?
And then you're supposed to touch your face. Is that what you mean? Like you
don't have to touch your face, but if you do the breath work and you visualize very hard that star opening up that light, like it's pouring the light through you, and it's moving down your head, down your neck, through your arms, out of your hands, into her. The more you focus on it and the warmth builds up and comes out of your hand, just by virtue of the fact you love her, the more you practice, that healing energy will move through you. You'll begin to feel it.
I believe that.
You'll begin to feel, and it'll go through her, and it will pull the pain out of the area.
Yeah, I believe that. I think that's also one of the reasons, especially during Tai Chi or certain meditations, sound is also a big factor as far as meditation and breathing.
Yes.
It just feels like there's a kind of correlation.
Yeah. I mean, let me remind everybody, when I did have the near death and I went to the other side, everything is about sound, resonation,
yeah,
color, feeling. We are everything that is not our body. Does that make sense?
No, that makes perfect sense.
That's why I say when I do the work in person, I'm literally not touching the person. I'm getting close without touching. They will feel the energy coming from you without touching. That's why you can do it at a distance. That's why people will respond at a distance, because it's everything in you that's not your body.
That makes sense.
It sounds crazy, because when you die, your body is your car. Your soul is what's real. So your soul literally leaves the vehicle. That is what's real.
Yep. So, we're all skin test tubes, but your soul, that's a spiritual thing. I think that's one of the reasons why even tarot card readers can still read even if you're not in front of the person, because I think maybe you have a stronger spirituality, so you can actually resonate beyond yourself.
Look, if I sat you down and told you after the NDE and after I had Noah, how many things began to open up with me that scared the bejesus out of me and I did not want, but then over time they made sense because I needed them. I needed them. Then they made sense. Does that make sense? When you need them because it's to help people, it's a whole different ballgame. And that's why I tell people, if they knew our real capabilities, you would never need a drug or alcohol the rest of your life. You wouldn't even think about it. And it's not woo-woo stuff. We are built in to be able to do more just by virtue of trying to help people. I think I'm sounding crazy now.
No, you're not. It makes sense. I do believe that creative folks of a certain sensitive type tend to lean their way towards certain abuse that is self-inflicted because they can't really deal with reality.
Are you saying I'm crazy?
No, I just think that I believe that there are some creative people where it's hard, and sometimes a scapegoat, like ignoring certain things, if you look at how many creative artists lean their way towards certain sensibilities,
yeah,
it's a thing. And in tribes, shaman used to indulge in certain things to see other things beyond themselves. So
that's unnecessary, though.
I believe that too. I just think it's interesting that so many creative people fall into that crutch.
But what ultimately happened with me is I was more science.
You are such a Scully. It is so cute. You investigate.
Yeah. I was always more science. So I ultimately decided they had to marry each other. Science and spirituality had to marry each other for me to feel valid. Yeah, so I'm a Scully.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Like I feel like what you believe when you feel truth, that's inherently true, but then you want to figure out like, well, if this is true, if aliens do exist, let's figure out why.
I need to be able to prove it so they don't call me names. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Do you think you could help with addictions? I did work with people with addictions. That was one of the things I did when I lived in the other city. That's why I worked in hospitals a lot, and I may be doing that again starting in October. But here's the key: they have to want to get clean for me to work with them. If they are frequent flyers or repeat offenders, I don't work with them.
Yeah, that's a hard place.
Yeah. I mean, they have to have a big fat why that they want to get and be and stay clean for me to work with them. Because ultimately, it's their core decision.
Well, I think it always is a hardcore why. When people want to get clean, there's always a specific reason. The minute you get the hems and haws of like, oh well, and then
oh, that, yeah, I'll do hypnosis on that.
Yeah, if you don't know why you're doing the bad things you're doing, then there's no reason to help because you don't even understand why you're doing it.
When it's cigarette, I can't talk. See, I'm always stomping on my tongue. When it's cigarette addiction, that still goes back to you have to really want to quit. There's no magic for it, not even spiritual magic. You have to really want to quit. And if you do, then I will do hypnosis for that.
Ooh.
So, I mean, that's not a healing kind of thing because that's more a do you really want to quit?
Yeah.
That's more of a human flaw.
Yeah. I remember when I first got to Japan, there were still vending machines for cigarettes, and everybody smoked. Like even at schools, at kids' schools, there was like a smoking room. So there was this book that was being passed around as far as how to quit smoking. Like there were other things like just drink a whole bunch of water after you put cigarette butts in them and just drink the water and then the taste will cancel out your urge to smoke. But in the book, they mentioned something about finding your origin as towards why you want to smoke. And then when you find that, you can actually start healing yourself because it's, you know, you're self-deprecating. It's self-destructive, pretty much.
I mean, if I were to want to do a healing with you, right? And you said, yeah, I want to quit smoking, but in your unconscious, you really didn't want to quit, it would not work.
And of course it wouldn't.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I remember in Cambodia and Myanmar, kids as early as 6 were smoking. I remember saying something a few years ago where this 2-3-year-old kid in the foreign land was smoking. Seriously.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
So, I mean, the things that you do see. But
so that's also cultural. Like, I mean, would it be an issue if it was the 1950s and you were, you know, in Mad Men and smoking was just part of the, you know, joie de vivre of existing? It's a little different, but
yeah, I mean, that's the way it was back in that day.
Yeah. So,
I mean, you see the movies all the time, and every lady you saw back in those movies had one in their hand.
Yes. Well, it was just a different time. Like even Cary Grant, LSD was actually prescribed to married couples as a choice to help with marital aid or whatever.
And they used to put cocaine in Coca-Cola. That's what I was told by my grandmother.
Yeah, no wonder it was so delicious.
And they didn't have seat belts back then, and they just put kids Fruit Loop everywhere.
It was a different time. It was a different time. I find it really interesting that we're trying to, it seems like America's trying to like whitewash or delete certain things that have been done in the past.
And people lived. Congratulations, Feel the Love. That is awesome that you did that. See, it's all about, there's so much about mindset. I mean, seriously.
No, I agree.
When we choose to do things.
It's mindset and I think consistency. Like if you, for me personally, I'm someone who's prone to doing bad things. So when I'm consistently doing good things, you just have to be consistent with it, and it gets better.
You always say that.
You have no idea. I'm a very wicked Scorpio. If there's any Scorpios in the chat, holla. Like I can't help myself.
Holla.
I definitely plot wickedness. Like, that's right.
Wooga, 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 wooga.
Pulls out my fluff. Yeah.
But I'm taking big risks doing stuff like this on this channel. There may be people that call me Coco for coconuts, but what cuckoo for coconuts.
Is that really that bad though? We all know you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's okay.
That's how it goes, right?
Yeah. But my concern is, I feel like when you're coming, like if you're trying to help someone, you're giving something of yourself. So yeah. I can understand the concern because you don't know if the person that you're healing, maybe they're taking something from you. Does that happen?
No, I learned a long time ago that it cannot come from me. It has to move through me.
You're an instrument.
Because at first, I was trying to do stuff like healing, and sometimes when I connect to the other side, that energy has to move. That energy can't come from me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm a conduit, like plugging in an outlet, then I'm just an energy supply. You understand what I'm saying?
No, that makes perfect sense.
And that way, it's not taking from me. So I protect myself. I have to. So every time before I ever come on here, I say the Lord's Prayer. I light a candle. I call my angels. I fill this room with light. I fill this channel with light. So all of you feel good when you come in here. I do this whole thing. No lie. Because I want you to feel good, protected, me, yada, yada. Because once upon a time, I let it just pull from me. And it was not good.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You cannot function from an empty cup and pull your own resources.
No, that's true. I've gotten into those situations where I'm trying to help someone, but I don't even have enough steam to get myself going. So I just felt depleted.
So I learned a long time ago I had to just connect to God. And someone told me, and I don't know why I didn't think about it. Do not know why. I connected to another creator that had an NDE too. And he said, Dana, go back to the place that you were when you had your NDE and connected with God when you're going to do this work. And so I have, and it's made a huge difference. Huge. So I've been able to do more with my healing work.
I can understand that. I mean, when you come back to a place of trauma, it helps you understand others. I get that.
But I'm saying, I go back to when I went through the tunnel and connected and had the actual NDE. I go to the good part of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
So I go to the light. So when I come to do healing, that's where I've been again. And so it's more helpful. And I feel more protected.
That's interesting.
I never thought about going back there till he said that.
I find that very interesting. What if you had a near-death experience and you went to a dark place?
Then don't go back there. Real simple. Don't go back there.
Stating the obvious.
Shut the damn door.
All right. I guess, yes, good advice.
Yeah. And nobody's saying a word. It's very quiet in here.
Hey, how come Paranormal Witch never comes up?
I don't know. And I remember I did see her a long time ago. When her babies were about 18 months old, I think, or 2.
Uh-huh.
Cute as they could be, and she's pretty.
I know she is.
How do you know? You said you hadn't seen her.
I know. But I know.
But she's pretty, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna continue painting my dollhouse.
Well, alrighty then.
Check it out. I'm gonna show you.
Okay. You made that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. For my my little creatures.
So what are you gonna do with it when you're done?
Oh, my best friend, her daughter's turning 9 on the 11th, September 11th. So I built her this dollhouse. Check it out.
That is amazing.
So I thought then we would just make little toys for her so she could make her own toys for her dollhouse.
That is beautiful work. I mean, the details of that dollhouse, you should make this and sell them for a fortune.
Well, actually, it's I was looking at Southern houses because they're usually the ones that have that kind of porch. We don't really have that in New York City, so I was thinking of you when I made it. It's true. It's true.
So you have to make a miniature me and put it in there.
I would totally do that. Are you kidding? I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
So yeah, like her birthday is on the 11th, and she's still being homeschooled. So I just thought it was a cute, silly idea, you know.
That thing is amazing. Seriously, you should go into business making those. You could sell those for an unbelievable amount. Vintage
optimism dollhouses.
You think I'm not joking.
I know you're not joking. It's really funny because only I would be like, oh, hey, what do you do? I make dollhouses. And I'm a puppeteer.
You think I'm joking?
No, I'm not. I know you're not joking. I just, there's a kind of, it's funny.
But that's a perfect name for him, though.
I know. Aha! I will corner the market on all dollhouses. Welcome to vintage optimism.
You could make little us's and put them in there. Little usses.
Maybe I'll start my own YouTube channel and just play with my dollhouse. Like, oh, hi, I'm starting my own Dana channel. Like, hi, Dana.
Peter, you actually could make them do things in there.
Oh my gosh, that actually.
not,
Oh my! Considering all the YouTube drama that seems to go on, I could just have like a little dollhouse. Like, oh my gosh, this person is mad at this person. Let's play in my dollhouse.
You actually could. And it would probably hit 1 million, and I'd still be turtling along in my channel.
I do not appreciate that you are encouraging this insanity.
I could be some of the voices.
Oh my god! Yes, we should do this.
I'd have to change my twang.
You can't change your twang. No, you couldn't even if you tried. You always it's just so inherent in your voice, the southern twang. You know, like your vibe attracts your tribe.
I could say, "Come eat at Pizza Hut on Friday night, $7.99 special."
No. Oh gosh. Or you could try a New York accent.
I don't know how that goes.
Yeah, nobody does.
Well, I'll have to talk to you about it later, mate.
Well, it was great calling in. I gotta go continue checking on the gutters because I don't think it's gonna stop raining anytime soon.
Please be careful and healing to your mom as well.
Thank you. I appreciate butterflies.
Oh, butterflies for life.
Butterflies for life, definitely. Good night.
Good night. Well, I guess this will be wrapping up this show since everybody's just like real chill now. At least I know to do it toward the end, right? I want to let you know that the young lady that sings like an angel, I heard from her today. She wants to line up the Zoom and get ready to come back on the channel. She's feeling much better. So I guess we will be lining her up soon. That is exciting. Please drop in the comments things you want to talk about. I guess we will be doing healing pretty much on the regular. Hello, Victoria Fernandez. We're wrapping up, but we did some healing work on here a little bit ago, and everybody's like real chill, like they've had a couple of glasses of wine, if you can't tell. Everybody's a little too chill. Feel the love. How is your back and knee feeling at the moment? I'm curious. How is your back and knee feeling? Your lights went out, Victoria. That's not good. What have you got for backup? Are you using candles? Feel the love. How is your back and knee at the moment? Good. Yeah, I really think Vintage should do that dollhouse company. Are you kidding me? Anyway, it is 9:16 here. We've been rolling 2 hours. Doesn't feel like it. I think I got everybody too chilled out in here, and I'm sure they are tired of listening to me talk. Oh no, tornado watch? I can't remember where you are, Victoria. I mean, you don't have to tell me exactly the city, but can you tell me what state you're in? I don't remember. I'm in Georgia. Trying to figure out, we were supposed to have some of that business going on here, because anytime they have hurricanes in Florida, we end up with tornado watches. I haven't heard. Oh, Pennsylvania. Please be safe. Anyway, until we get the community tab at 1,000 people, please send me comments below of what you would like to have more of in Dear Dana. I will continue doing healing work in here. Now I'm in Georgia. I grew up in North Carolina. And on occasion, we will have some readings in here. I get flashback from some people that come here. I don't like when they send those negative comments. But I will also have psychological comments. Now, psychological comments, that didn't come out right. Psychological commentary about different things, and social commentary about, people you see, popular people, famous people. I have thought about, I've thrown around doing 90 Days the Other Way and breaking down their relationship and their characteristics. But I don't know. I mean, it's a little out of the genre, just a little bit, but we'd be breaking down personalities. I do not know how you all feel about that, but I'd like to know your opinions about it, and if that's something you would want to do, or if you'd like to break down other kinds of cases. You are my community. You're my people. We're all in this thing together, and I really want your opinions about things, what you want to come here and see. So tell me, it's really important. We don't have the community page yet till we hit 1,000. So just send me a DM at Dear Dana 3 on Instagram, or drop it below in the comments, okay? And just let me know. It's important to me, okay? But I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for coming. Truly, thank you for coming. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, and share. I appreciate you all so much. Please update me about how you're feeling. If you had any positive side effects of the healing. And I will see you all on Saturday. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe, and it's true. Do all you can to be your own self-healer. Stay in a positive mindset, right? Keep your vibe high. I love you all. Be Sheila's One, Paranoid Witch, Finish Optimism. Feel the love. Yes. Who else? Victoria Fernandez, Monica Hall, Levon, a Blobby came in. I don't want to forget anybody. Shelly Marie. Hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Anyway, thank you all. You're very important to me. I'll see you on Saturday night. Thank you for coming to Dear Dana. Please leave me comments. Let me know what you want to see. And next time, I don't know what we'll be doing. Hopefully something fun. But take care of yourselves. Love ya. Bye.